Hey everyone, so today I'm going to share with you guys how I contour. I get a lot of questions asked. I'm fair skin, I'm porcelain, and I'm having a lot of trouble putting on a contour or highlight and stuff like that. So I thought I would take the time, since I am very fair skin, and I'm able to show you guys what I have figured out that works for me through the years. Now this is contouring, this is not bronzing. I'm just trying to sculpt my face, add a little bit more of a dimension into my face by sculpting my cheeks. I am not one of those girls that goes all the way around or underneath her jawline. It just looks very muddy on me and very fake. Sometimes I could pull it off doing it if I have my hair down, but for the most part, I really just like to contour my cheekbones before I add on a little bit of bronzer, which gives me a little bit more color, and then a blush. I'm going to start with my powder. I just put my foundation on, and I use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. Haven't been a real big fan of this, haven't found a brush that I really like applying it, so I tried to apply it with the Sigma tapered F86 Kabuki brush, and so far I like it a lot better than the brushes I was using, so we'll see how it wears during the day. But for powder, I'm going to use the Tarte Bamboo Airbrush Foundation brush. I don't know, it's a very long name, I just featured it in one of my past videos. And then my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is in transparent. And I like to lay my powder down before I lay any of my face products down, just because it tends to stick to your skin, and this is an extra layer. I don't really use concealer anymore. I have scarring, I don't have acne, so I really it doesn't bug me enough or make me care enough unless I'm going like out on the town, which I never do. I don't really cover up my acne anymore. Well, my scarring anymore. So tip number one, do not use a bronzer for a contour if you're fair skin. It's very hard to find one that isn't going to make you have like a muddy complexion, kind of make it look dirty. What I figured out that works for me a long time ago is using a regular pressed powder for a contour that's a lot darker than your skin tone. The one I'm using is number 7 Translucent Finish. This is from Coastal Scents, and as you can see, it's a lot darker than my skin tone. And the brush I like to use is the MAC 138. So I'm going to go ahead and move my bangs kind of out of my way so you guys can see. So I love this because it's very, very soft, very just delicate, and it's not going to add a lot of product on. I literally add two taps, one to each side, tap it off, and I start back here by my ear, and I just go down my cheekbone. Like if you need to suck in, you could do it like that, but I can just do it by looking now. It's just a very soft line. I don't like a very aggressive line for my contour. I just like something very, very soft to go in the hollows of my cheeks, because you want to contour, you want it to sink in. You can see the difference already. You want it to sink in. You don't want to add something that has a shimmer, because it just brings it out on your face. That's why you highlight. You highlight the parts you want to pop, and you contour the parts you want to sink in. So I'm going to do this side, tap it off, and start from right here where my ear is, and just go down. And I just do little circles, like just going like, yes, how can I show you guys? Going like this, but very small, like right in my cheekbone. You can see it's already brought in my cheekbones, made them sink in, so like it's just my cheeks that are puffing out. This goes in, and then this is back out. Again, doing the same thing. I start off small, and then I just layer on. It's easier to add than it is to blend if you're starting off with this. Again, just a little bit. And this side always looks more because I have more lighting on this side. Just for video purposes, I will blend it out. So that's how I contour. It doesn't look muddy. It doesn't look bronzed or fake. It just looks it looks defined without being in your face. Okay, what I would normally do is add bronzer back here. It's really dark for me, and my fan brush is not the best because it's tiny. Maybe I could use this brush. This is a Hoola bronzer. You can see it's very dark, so I'm just going to try to use this. I can't see the numbers anymore. I'll have it written down. Very softly. I'll show you what I usually do for bronzer. I would put it back here. See, that's so dark already. One tap works. Put it back here by the ear on top of the cheekbone, on top of the contour. And just blend with circles, just so it adds like a little bit more depth back there. Can you see that? I hope so. Just back here. Right on top of the contour on the top part of the cheeks. And then for blush, I'm going to use my Lorac blush in Exposed. And the brush I like to use is my 187. It's just very fluffy and picks up a great amount of color. And then I add that towards the front of my face, towards my nose, I guess, but not on my nose. So you can see, love this. Like 2 taps is more than enough for my skin tone for this, but I love this blush. If I back up, you can see, yeah, you can see a lot better. So that is how I would do it for fair skin. Any darker pressed powder, that's a pressed powder foundation. It's fine. I did try to get the NYC because I have it in translucent, and so I was like, oh, okay, this is very inexpensive, natural beige, I'll go ahead and get that, and it did nothing. This is really good if you're porcelain maybe, but I am very fair. Like I'm in MAC, I'm NW15, NW20, depending on the year. I'm basically every lightest shade in foundation and any other company that doesn't do, other than porcelain. So this is what works for me. I love the way I do this. I'm very happy and it's very successful for me to do it this way. Again, I don't go overboard by framing my whole face. It looks so fake and weird on me that I just like to do it here, and it just brings a lot of life back into my face, makes it more 3D and less flat than just having a foundation and maybe a blush. I am going to do an updated foundation routine showing you guys what I've been using, what I found that works for me, and if you guys want to know how I would contour using foundations, in that video, this is what I usually do, a darker foundation with this Sonia Kashuk brush. Let me know if you want me to add that into the footage so you guys can see how I would do it with the foundation as well. That's all. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial Tuesday. I'm so excited for Thursday's video, and it's the last day for my giveaway. I will leave that video link for you guys below if you haven't entered my giveaway yet. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday with my next video. Bye everyone.